Sirach chapter 18, verse 23. Before thy prayers, prepare thyself, and be not as one that tempteth Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. I want to give our praises to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kodash. Forgive me the spirit to this lesson. This lesson is going to preparing yourself before you pray. And that's very important. The reason why the scripture is written is because you need to think wisely before you speak to the Ancient of Days, before you speak to the first spirit created, Yahushai, which is the mediator, man, okay, for all of us to get to Yahweh, for your prayer to be heard. So you're dealing with a powerful, powerful entity, man, okay, the most powerful, the only power, the only true power. So it's best to really think before you just go and pray, okay, because the first thing you should be doing is figuring out, do you believe what you're about to pray for? You have to establish that in your mind with no wavering, man. Okay. I'm about to go pray. Do I believe that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai hears me? All right. Because if you don't believe, or you're so-so, then you don't need to go pray until you figure it out. Because when you read James chapter 1, let's start at verse 5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. Exactly, nothing. Okay, that means nothing. That's exactly what it means. You can't slide some doubt through there. No, man. Okay, like a sea going back and forth. Indecisive. Are you going that way, or are you going south? You going east, you going west? Which way you going? Okay, when it comes to faith, either you believe or you don't. It's that simple, man. It's not complicated, man. You make it complicated by you just not believing only and having trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. So, for example, if you're sick and you're going to go pray about being sick, you need to prepare your mind first, man. The main thing of preparation is faith first, then figuring out what you're going to say. Okay? But you got to have faith in what you're about to say, man. You got to believe no matter what, man. Okay? And you got to be sincere about your prayers. Okay? So it says, back at verse 6, but let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed. Right, you're going back and forth. You doubt, then you're not doubting. You doubt, then you're not doubting. That's back and forth. Okay? Verse 7, for let not that man think that he shall receive anything of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Let's read that again. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Right, so that's why you got to prepare yourself. Okay, because if you go into that prayer seat not prepared, he's not going to hear you, man. You're not going to be heard because there's no faith. Okay, and you know where there's no faith, you're not pleasing Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 8, a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So in other words, get stable, man, before you ask me for anything. That's what Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai expects you to do. Whatever's going on in your life, bothering you, irritating you, when it comes to praying to me, you better get stable, man, because I don't play with that at all, man. I mean, think about it, man. You're praying and you're expecting Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to actually hear you, man. They're in a whole nother realm, man. Okay? So think about that. From there, let's go to 1 Timothy chapter 2, verse 8. I will therefore that man pray everywhere, lifting up holy hands without wrath and doubting. You hear that? Not being wavering, man. Okay? Because the prophets know that if you're praying and you're doubting, that Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is not going to hear you. They already know that. That's why these things are written, for our learning, man, so we can apply it ourselves. From there, let's go to Proverbs chapter 15, starting verse 8. The sacrifice of the wicked is an abomination to the Lord, but the prayer of the upright is his delight. That's the key word. The prayer of the upright is his delight. Now, what is the delight? Let's think about this. That you believe in him, that you're calling upon him to answer your prayers. And you believe it. You actually believe what's coming out your mouth, man. That's his delight, man. It's impossible to please Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai without faith, as the scripture says. Okay, so when you prepare yourself, okay, as the title of this lesson, you have to think about faith. You have to examine your faith on what you're praying for. You have to be successful, man, in the spirit. Okay. Verse 9, the way of the wicked is an abomination unto the Lord, but he loveth him that follow after righteousness. Okay. And faith and belief is righteousness, man. Okay. For example, Abraham sacrificing Isaac. Okay. Going to sacrifice Isaac. He didn't do it because it was a test, but he was going to do it. Why? Because he believed in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. He had faith. He had trust. And in return, he received the promise, which goes to us. Okay. Being the Israelites, Jacob. All right. So think about that, man. Faith is everything in its truth, man. Faith plus works. Okay. For example, if you believe, if you have faith in what you're about to pray for, you got to do the work, meaning go pray, but prepare yourself first. So I hope you're edified. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushai, by Hashem, Rakah Kudash. Forgive me in spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and Shalom to Yaakam out there that's doing the truth and sincerity. Shalom.